Ferntree Gully Nissan is renowned by our customers for not hard selling, for getting to know the customer, relating to the customer, and then hopefully giving them a product that meets their needs. We're a service industry, and I always say to customers, you can buy your car from anyone, but you're not going to get the Ferntree Gully service, and I think that adds value to their lives.
The major difference is that we're prepared to slow it down. We're not in a rush. Our salespeople aren't under threat. They're comfortable with their position at work, and I think that shows when when their job's not on the line. They're relaxed, they're smiling, because that comes across the customers.
Just welcoming someone into the dealership makes a big difference. And it actually catches a lot of people off guard. They don't expect to be welcomed, and they walk, oh, thank you. So different.
It's the kind of place that you walk in and you hear people say it's just a different vibe.
I like to think I can find that connection with them. That's what I try and do. And that way it helps make a more relaxing experience, and if you get to know them as you're selling cars to them, you get the connection and they feel more comfortable around you, and then it's just like, talking to a friend, and that's how I reckon that's a great way to go about it.
Yeah. Just try and be friendly, get in, ask questions what they do for a living, common interests. 9 times out of 10 they'll probably know someone in their circle of friends.
6 degrees of separation.
Correct. That's one of the biggest things. Someone knows someone.
Yeah.
Because I've been in for 9 years, I've done a lot of different jobs, like worked in a cafe, I'm a barista, then I've done security, then I've done door-to-door marketing. So out of all these different stuff I've done, I always get a connection somewhere or there. If there is no connection, then we just start talking about my life or what I'm doing now. And if I get a connection, I'll start talking about that, and we forget about the car, and then it's just a connection builds up from that, and it seems to work for me most of the time. And then I remember the customer from their stories as well.
Just be genuine and polite. That's all you can do. If you, the best part about this job is when someone's got a thought about you, a preconceived thought, and they think you're a bad person because you're a car salesperson, you actually prove them wrong, and you've actually built a customer for life, because they go, I'm actually dealing with Will, or I'm dealing with Greg or Tyson, and they know they're getting the right service. They're being, because we're being genuine. We're not actually being fake, or it's not made up.
Yeah. Well, it's scary. There is a bit of a stigma, if you will, of a car salesman, and you're going to get attacked and you're going to get tricked and all this sort of stuff. But I'd hope that they walk into our dealership and they're probably expecting the worst, and that we disarm them pretty quickly and as I said, make them comfortable. I don't think I'm a horrible person, and I don't think the guys I work with are horrible people. We are here, yes, to do a job, but to help people buy cars.
Yeah.
And help them make an educated decision.
So what's the first thing you do when you meet somebody brand new and you can tell they're a bit scared?
Just say hello. Offer assistance, but not push to give them assistance. I actually had a customer who picked up their Navara today, and they were quite thankful and said a couple of really nice things as they were leaving, and it was because when they came in last Saturday, you could just tell they were a little bit nervous and wanting to look around it, and we said, look, can we answer any questions? They said, no, thank you, we just want to have a look for the moment. Not a problem. And just made sure they knew I was available if they had questions to ask, but wasn't trying to push myself onto them to, to forcefully help them. I've got to be guided by the customer and what they want to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Without the customer, we need to, we don't have a business. So it's we need to cater to their needs, not ours.
Oh, it's really good. It's a fantastic team environment, and I think what really matters is that we put the customer first, and so it comes natural. And you listen to a lot of the sales guys as well, and the way they talk to customers is fantastic. It's just like they know each other. They've known each other for ages, and that's how we like to. That's what I like about working here at Ferntree Gully Nissan, is the focus we have on customers.
I think the biggest thing is customer service. So we've always had that, I suppose, passion to excel at that point. So, something that Michael and Craig have always drummed into to us as a young sales cadet, and then moving up, it's really hasn't changed because I've been here the whole time, and it's trying to make a customer feel comfortable, and they're making a well-informed purchase decision.
I think the team that is involved, everyone loves everyone. Everyone works as a team at this dealership. Everyone helps one another. So everyone's all busy. Doesn't matter if you're doing something at a desk, someone walks in the door, everyone will be jumping up to meet the new customer. Doesn't matter who they are.
But everyone's job here at Ferntree Gully Nissan is to help the customer. The minute they contact us, either through phone or through the door, everyone.
Even the dealer principal making coffees for my customers, which I've never worked in a dealership where the DP's out on the floor meeting every customer and saying goodbye to every customer when they're purchasing a new car.
It's more, like I was saying earlier as well though, it's more about helping the customer. We don't really try to sell to them. It's helping them and finding out what they need and why they've come here. So a lot of the time when you do that process and it naturally just flows on from there. Take it in the customer's time, have it there, take it at their pace. They may not buy on the first visit, they may buy on the third or fourth visit, and that's perfectly fine. It's their pace and what they need.
At the end of the day, I think to myself, well, it's the second biggest decision for most people. They just want to be comfortable. A lot of people I find do know roughly what they're after, and it's just a matter of helping them find it, helping them get it, and just being comfortable with the process and comfortable with me. Because I know, I'd hate to spend a lot of money with someone that I didn't like, or someone I didn't get along with, or something just didn't feel right.
You listen to a lot of the sales guys as well, and the way they talk to customers is fantastic. It's just like they know each other. They've known each other for ages, and that's how we like to. That's what I like about working here at Ferntree Gully Nissan. Is this the focus we have on customers, because we already get a bad rap as being in car dealerships, and when customers come and meet us and they know what we're all about, their perceptions just change radically. So that's what I like about it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good because as working in sales, it's always a number game, and a lot of places, they don't want to help your customer. Like if I've got a customer and I'm not there, they don't want to help him out. They want to leave him alone. But over here, that's different. Like that's what I tell all my customers. Like that's what makes us who we are. We can't just put that in writing that we're the number one. We want people to feel that way. I've had a lot of customers coming from Western Side because I've sold a lot of cars in Werribee, Point Cook and all that, and they got dealers there. But they come over here and they feel the difference, and they buy the car off us, and they can feel that difference between the two dealers. And now they're coming back for the servicing as well. And if the customers can feel it, being only here for one day, I can certainly feel it because I've been here for 8 months, and I can see how they're different to another dealership because I've got a few places I can compare it with.
Customers feel comfortable dealing with their own culture. So what we try and do is, if we have someone come in who speaks Indian, well, we can put them to Mark, who speaks fluent. If we need someone who speaks Chinese, we've also got Ray and now Stephen. What they also do, though, more importantly, is they help the rest of the team feel comfortable working in a multicultural organisation. That all we want to do is give the customer a great experience.
We are the number one Nissan dealer, then we're number one for the servicing as well, and then most awarded Nissan dealer. And it takes a lot to get to there, and it's not like only for the last 1 or 2 years. We've been there for the last 5, 10, 15 years. So there must be something we're doing right, which the other dealers are not.
As being the dealer principal and one of the shareholders of the business, the proudest thing is coming in every day knowing that the team want to give our customers an experience that no other dealership, no other organisation can give. If we hear a customer's been to another dealership, we're actually internally smiling because we know from the moment we introduce ourselves to the moment they drive away in their new car, they're going to appreciate the service that we've given them. And they'll actually say, we didn't see the transparency at the other dealership. We didn't believe they cared as much as you do. They didn't ask us the same questions you've asked us. We weren't asked by 8 people in the dealership, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a water? They didn't ask about how our children were going. They didn't care about what we did for a living. But all these things are really, really important in the purchase of a car, because it's what you're going to use the car for that is really, really important to us as a dealership.
What do you love about working here?
The teamwork. Yeah, the people. Yeah, sometimes you will get something you understand and you're not sure about it, then you ask around, then they will come and help you nicely and helpful, you know. So you don't be afraid because you're not alone. And also, yeah, because every people work together, then you have no chance to make any mistake, and you can learn fast for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just honesty and transparency. And our industry is, to an extent, full of a lot of, I'm trying to think of a polite way to put this.
Rogues.
Yeah, that gives it a bad name. And so, I mean, admittedly, car salesmen are hated more than lawyers. So from that side of things, you've got to change that mindset.
Majority of the team have been here for sort of minimum of 3, 4, 5 years, and then I suppose it's really because we have low staff turnover, and from that end, it's something that we're really proud about because they're happy to work here at the dealership, and we do strive for the best customer service. So generally, you would suggest that these guys are wanting to provide great customer service, and that's why we stick together.
You'd find probably 60% of customers come and say, I never was going to come and buy a car here.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there giving you a deposit on a car.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine the amount of relationship that was built from them walking through the door to sitting down with the sales guy and then sitting down with me and giving their money over.
Yeah.
That whole the story and the process of it's just and then they just love us after that, so it's really good.
Try and find the right car for them that suits them, not just put them into said car and then 3 months down the track it's not the right car. You want to make sure you got that relationship so it's long term, not just short term.
We're very transparent. Here we're not only Australia's biggest and most awarded Nissan dealer, we're Australia's most transparent.
Thankfully, I do have quite a few customers that I love seeing every time they come in and say hi and catch up, and they'll send friends and family and that sort of stuff in. So yeah, it's really good.
Have you been in it long enough yet to do multi-generational sales?
Not quite multi-generational, but no, it's starting to build up really well. So I'm starting to get a few more come through and always coming back to me, which is really nice.
It's the number one is not about the sales amount. It's about the service to provide, to deliver to the customer for the experience, and also they good on that part too. That's quite surprised me.
Customer service to all the way from meeting to greeting to service. It's a one-stop shop. Pretty much all your needs in one building.
Yeah.
From meeting the customer, going through the process, working what accessories they want for their car, fitting the car to their likings, and as well as driving out and make sure they're happy with their purchase.
You're going to get 100% transparency and trust from a team of people who all they want to do is exceed your expectations. That's it.
If you're looking at Nissan in the market, this is the place to be. I just believe in it, and that's why I'm here. Like, when we say one of the best dealerships in the world, and they say like there's that many of them, you can't be one of the best ones. And I say, we can't just advertise that if you're not, because it's something legal. And yeah, so it took a couple of my friends to get them here, sell them a car, and then show them what makes the difference.
You'll be really comfortable with what we show you. That's what we aim to do. And at no time, do we need to ask, do you want to buy it? Will you buy the car? That's sort of desperate selling. Yeah. Quite often it's just a hand across the table saying, yeah, I'll take the car. That's fantastic.
So why choose Ferntree Gully Nissan? You choose Ferntree Gully Nissan because we care. That's the bottom line. Is we're not here to solely make a profit, solely sell a car. We're here to build a relationship in our community.
I go home every night pretty proud that I work here.